Hello, welcome back to Womiba Finance channel. My name is Onyinye, and today I'll be telling you everything you need to know about Canadian Startup Visa Program, which is popularly called Canadian SUV Program. Okay, why am I telling you this today? I'm telling you this because it's alternative to express entry. That there's not any point to be counted for you. There's no any immigration regulation checking up on you or trying to limit you or trying to program how your life will be in Canada. So now, why am I telling you this? What are the benefits? The benefits are many. The benefits cannot be compared to any visa program Canadian authority might have for foreign migrants from Africa or Asia or third world Asian countries. Okay, have you not seen that most of the jobs you do, like care work, nursing, Chinese are not big in that. Chinese population is more than African population. But if you go through all this menial job you are doing, the best way Chinese migrate to all these foreign country and refuse to be under the control of that their host country immigration is through anything startup. And I want our African brothers and sisters to explore these things, because all the immigration foreign immigration authorities are coming hard trying to regulate how Africans live their life in their host countries, which is not good. Okay, by this video now, let's hear this video out.
First, we are launching a new and dedicated pathway for permanent residence that's specifically available to employees and workers in the STEM sectors. Second, under the Global Skills Strategy, this is a program that was launched about 5 years ago and was extremely successful to bring talented people to this country, but it was hampered by pandemic processing delays. A new application that comes in today, we expect we can process that work permit in just 2 weeks so companies can have access to the talent that they need when they need it. Third, the Startup Visa Program, which creates a pathway to permanent residency for entrepreneurs who create companies that will hire Canadians, has been suffering from certain challenges. This is a program with extraordinary potential we've not been able to realize simply because there was a flaw in program design. We received more applications than we have spaces available. We've recently increased the number of spaces from 1,000 a year to 3,500. But going forward, we're going to prioritize applications within that system by focusing on features like whether a company's got capital committed or whether it's received an endorsement for a trusted partner. But for those who are in the queue, we've got good news. We're also going to issue open work permits for 3 years for them and their families to be in Canada while they wait for their applications to be completed. Now, these are some new ideas. Those are some ideas with existing programs that we're improving, but we get some brand new information to share as well. Over the course of this year, Canada is going to be developing a specific stream for some of the world's most highly talented people that will be able to come to Canada to work for tech companies, whether they have a job offer or not. Fifth, we are going to be launching a digital nomad strategy, which is going to allow people who have a foreign employer to come work in Canada for up to 6 months, live in communities in this country, and spend money in communities in this country. And should they receive a job offer while they're here, we're going to allow them to continue to stay and work in Canada. Sixth, and finally, we've been watching very closely what's been going on in the tech sector in the United States. Where we've seen a public narrative around layoffs, we've been having private conversations about opportunities. Going forward, as of July 16th, we will have a stream that will allow 10,000 H-1B visa holders in the United States to come and work in Canada.
And welcome back. You have seen now that you need to prepare yourself. You need to make sure that you are not in the chains or in the hands of immigration authority. That's why I'm telling you about SUV today. So what are the requirements? As easy as it sounds, the requirements are so easy. I don't know why our people, if I know this from the beginning, I wouldn't even seek scholarship. I would just carry my business money and come here, because I wasted like 7 years of my life, although you might say that I came here during my mid-20s, but being under immigration authority is not the best if you have the right information, and that is why Womiba is here for you people. So hang in here if you want to learn about SUV, because SUV is the only immigration program in Canada that makes you to be ahead of the immigration authority. So their rules will not even nothing, nobody will count points for you, no matter the age. So far you meet the requirements, you will be given your visa, and after 2 years you get your resident permit, which you can decide to seek then citizenship then. So why do we suffer for scholarship, for student visa, for seasonal worker visa, or for all these programs they are doing? Why are Africans more in population in those programs? Why don't we do what others are doing? What is holding us? You might say, oh, Onyinye, the school, the liquid cash, the 400 Canadian dollars, but that's not it. That is why I'm doing this video, because many people are confusing it. I was proposing this for somebody I know, like my classmate in university. Yes, my classmate. This is what I was proposing for him, because I don't want him to go there and start suffering. No. There's no any more suffering with this SUV visa program. No, you don't need to suffer. You need to control immigration with it. So what are the requirements? Without wasting much of your time, let's go into the requirements immediately. Okay, now number one is this. You might ask, or you might want to know why this SUV is what I'm proposing for people that can meet the requirements. I will tell you now. There will be no restriction in your family member. There will be no restriction in the money, or the skilled or unskilled, in the age, to count your point-based system. There will be no restriction in those places. So to count your base system, or discounting they do in entry, check your age, because I have somebody that just turned 40 something and his points start dropping. No, that's not what I want for you. I want you to go to a country with your own plan, where immigration will not be the one controlling your lives. So that is why I'm doing this video. Okay, now let's get into the drill. Number one is this. With everything going on in immigration in Canada, Canada might seem to know to want people, but know that there's nothing permanent in immigration. Nothing is permanent. Government change. Okay, if government changes, immigration changes. Immigration rules, because everybody have their own plan. Every politician anywhere have something that they promise people. So even if the prime minister has no rights, the prime minister himself, he has no rights in that regard. So it's what the parliament vote for, or what the masses vote for, or what he promised the masses in their agenda. Although you might say that some politicians don't sorry, you might say that some politicians don't really do what they promise. But remember, in the countries like Canada, UK, they hold them responsible. Look at what is happening for the immigrants in UK. Sorry. Migrants in UK. So because the prime minister promised the masses this, so he's trying his best to do something about it. So it's unlike Africa, where they get to the power, they start doing their own what they want. No, it is not the same here. Okay, without wasting much of your time, let's go to the first thing you need. Okay, to be able to apply for this SUV visa. SUV visa came into law, became temporary law in Canada in 2013, in 1st April 2013. In 2018, it became law, it became a permanent law. So that is why I'm telling you that nobody will change it, because it's a permanent law. And they agree that people are bringing in their money to start business. So they are not the people you can choke all the way you choke, they choke students, or they are trying to start capping student number. No, nobody will cap somebody that is bringing money as an investor or a business owner. The capping is not there, because you're dealing with somebody that is responsible for him or herself as a business owner. So number one is have a transcript of your IELTS, which is minimum of 5 points. Okay, that one certainly anybody can pass that one. So that one, your speaking, communication, or reading, 5, minimum of 5. Pass all of the minimum of 5. Number 2 is liquidity. This is where I have a liquidity of at least 400,000 Canadian dollars. Okay, this is where I will explain later when I finish reading the requirement for you. I will come back to this, the second point later, because you might start screaming 400,000 Canadian dollars. So Onyinye, are you sure you know what you're doing? Are you sure? No, calm down. I will explain what that is all about. Okay, number 3 is possess a college degree. I hope if you have your WAEC, you are good to go. Number 4 is 3 years experience. Most of you have more than 1 year, more than 5 years experience. So number 5 is clean criminal record. If you're from Nigeria, we collect our criminal record from MPF. I have said it in many videos. So that one is not, if you know any police officer, they can help you hustle that one. You can see there's no any insurance, there's no all this thing, there's no, no. Okay, let's come back to number 2, liquidity of at least, have liquidity of at least Canadian dollars. Okay, most of you start selling your house to come to Canada, to migrate to Canada. You start selling your house, you start selling your business. Most of you even go further to make sure that you sell at all costs. So get evaluators to evaluate your worth, your businesses. People that sell their houses worth more than this Canadian dollars. So don't shake body. Have that in paper, from a chartered accountant that can prepare, evaluate that. If you know who can do that for you, a chartered accountant that can evaluate your business. I have some importers in Alabama that are sending their daughters or no, why don't you bring small money? For instance, we have what we call Afro-Caribbean shop for African migrants, where they shop their food. Okay, prepare a business plan that you want to start it, because obviously there are many now foreign nationals that are from Afro-Caribbean descent that, that are potential customers, and you have you have the number there already. And when you get that business plan, check in that city you want to go, Calgary, Toronto, Alberta, whatever, wherever you want to go, check that place. Check how much is a shop. Get the 3 months shop rent. Sorry, I don't know, I have cough. Get the 3 months 3 months rent there. Then the business, the money for your goods and others, check it. The money for you, if you're employing staff, if it will be a sole proprietor, that's fine. It's a startup. You must not need to employ somebody. But if it's a business that you need another person's help to run, okay, you check the amount you want to pay the person, whether you have the 3 months salary. Because why I'm telling you 3 months to, or if you want to extend it there, you have so much money, you can do all this planning with 6 months in view. Get all the money sorted out. Like, okay, if you are writing it, you said, okay, look at this, you have 12,000 Canadian dollars for your staff for 6 months. Then you have shop rent for 6 months, this and that. You have money for stock or equipment, you have checked it, you have made your finding, look at how much it will be. Then the cash bundle you are bringing, look at, Before you check all these things, they've already amount to $400 Canadian. Nobody will deny you visa. That is what Chinese people do. Nobody will deny you visa. So tell me, why are we not thinking of this SUV? I will link, the link is on the screen too. Canadian immigration website, that's people they call IRCC. Their website for SUV is in this screen. Get it, copy it down, put it in your Google search, go there and make your own finding from their own website. My people, let's stop allowing these people to control us. They are not controlling Chinese, so everybody is afraid of Chinese. Even their TikTok, they said they don't want to be using their TikTok in America or in UK. Blah, blah, blah. You know, don't, because if you are a student, the government will control you. If you are seeking for direct entry, the government will control you. If you are seeking for the job permit, the government will control you. All these work permits, students, this thing, and direct entry, the government will control you. But as a business owner, the government will not control you. And nobody will come and ask you, are you making profit? Nobody will come and ask you, bring your this. So far, you make up and show the government what you've earned, and you continue paying your tax like everybody. Because even if some students that are there that work temporal jobs or full-time jobs during their holidays, the government tax them and still control them. So with this SUV, the government will not control you. That's the point I'm trying to make for you guys. Don't, you know, we should start thinking like Chinese. Do things the Chinese do so that the government will stop controlling your stay or your this. And one of the benefits for this is that your family can come, and your spouse and all your children under 22 years. Check this link from IRCC. Go there and gather your requirement and apply through this. Just give a business developer all this thing planning to help you do. Get a chartered accountant to evaluate your business you already have as a business owner. Don't sell off everything and send your wife to go and do study and go there and be roaming the street, so that the government will start controlling and start counting points for you and your age, because most of you are above. In fact, Canadian entry system work for people under 30 so well. Most of us are already 30 something. So as each day breaks, your point-based system is reducing. If you hit 40, 45, it has reduced bata. That is it. So let's come out of all this if you can afford it, if you have a plan, if you can, you know, cook your planning so well. You know, I say Niger people now, or Kenyan people, or South Africa, or Congo, Zimbabwe, Zambia. I know there are many startups in those countries, fantastic people there, and I used to see them online. Please, let's think like Chinese people. Don't stop giving this government your years to control how you make your money or how you stay as a, you know. No. Let's try SUV. And that is what I want to tell you this evening. You know the usual tradition. Please subscribe to this channel. Leave us a comment. Tell us what you think about this channel. Tell us how we can do better. Then give us a thumbs up. It helps our algorithm, you know, to get up and start working. And another thing is that tell your family, your mates, your acquaintances about this channel. And again, please put your notification bell button on, and I will be here always, daily even, to bring things that, you know, facts and things that will help you save money, locate and settle down well without the immigration authority on your neck. Thank you so much for staying till this time, and I will see you in the next video. Don't forget your notification button on and give us a subscription. Okay, bye bye.